3, 2, 1. I pledge allegiance.
Hi, this is Warren Buckleitner, editor of Children's Technology Review, looking at Toontastic 3D, one of the best language experience activities that I've seen this entire year. This is a completely free, no gimmicks app that was made by Toontastic, which is owned by Google, runs on Android and iOS. Now you start by organizing your story, and you do that using these story arcs. There are 3 that are built in, but notice that you can drag the elements around or add and delete parts as you like.
The beginning, where you introduce the characters and the setting of your story.
Next, it's off to the story creator, and so you choose one of the elements. Now I'm going to start by making a story completely from scratch, and I'm going to use all the open-ended tools. So instead of choosing one of the 8 preset backgrounds, I'm going to draw my own. Now obviously this is in fast motion, but you see there's a nice range of colors and fill options and an eraser and all that. Now I'm going to add characters to my scene, and that's really easy too. Anything you don't like, you just drag and drop off the screen or double tap and it's gone. And there are over 50 characters that you can choose from. Now don't overlook the little camera icon, because that lets you put your own face onto one of the characters and display it in sort of this pseudo 3D. And now it's time to narrate my own puppet show.
Once upon a time, 3 explorers were trying to get to New York Toy Fair. I don't know which way to go. Here, I'll sit up in front and I'll drive. And I'll stay in back and
Nice
splash
touches
along.
here include the ability to zoom in and out on each illustration, and you'll also note that the characters are very responsive to your touch. They feel very rubbery.
Explorers were trying to get to New York Toy Fair. I don't know which way to go.
And then you can also layer on music to match the mood. Now the 8 built-in theme packs here are amazing. They're much deeper than what meets the eye here. So I'm actually going to make a little mini movie to illustrate some of the variety, both in characters. You notice the nice diversity there, and see how the characters I've drawn get mixed right in with the cast that's provided.
So let's explore around this incredible 3D scene. So you can see this is not just one screen.
You can also see in this segment here the little indicator, the time indicator up at the top with the square. I think you get about 45 seconds or so for each segment. So there's plenty to do. And also multiple characters can be moved at the same time. So different kids could illustrate and narrate the same story. Now because all work is auto-saved, it's really foolproof. You don't need to worry about children losing work. Now compared to the first version of Toontastic, which was released right around the time that the iPad 1 came out, this version is much easier and much more sophisticated. It was created by Tushan and Andy. I'm not even going to try Tushan's last name there. The same 2 guys from Stanford who worked on the original Toontastic. So it's nice to see their work back, and it's worth looking in the credits and digging a little bit at all of the tools they used to make this. For you coders out there, just check out these credits. So what's the motive behind this free app? Well, one thing's for sure, it's a developmentally appropriate creativity tool that even young children can use to fill up YouTube with movies like this one.
That is delicious, and now we're turning.
It's so wonderful to see all the hand-drawn work in these projects. These are samples that came with the app. Here's one of my favorites.
Bye, Mom and Dad. Bye-bye. I love you so much. I go to school. Okay, bye, kids. Bye, Dad. Bye. Hi, Mrs. Apple Cider. Oh, I think the Pledge of Allegiance is ready. Please rise and stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. 3, 2, 1. I pledge allegiance to the flag.
Well, there you have it, a phenomenal free language experience app that should be on every child's tablet. Download this one as quick as you can. I'm Warren Buckleitner. We'll see you next time, and thanks for watching.
With liberty and justice for all. Now for the school pledge. 3, 2, 1. I pledge I will be responsible and be safe at home, at school, and in my community each day. Please take a seat. was fun.